Welcome to another episode of our podcast. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of AI-powered developer tools, specifically focusing on GitHub Pilot and the remarkable changes it brings to software development. So, whether you're a seasoned developer or just someone curious about tech innovations, this episode is for you. Now, you've probably heard of GitHub Copilot, right? It's that coding assistant powered by AI that suggests lines of code as you type. But let's unpack how it really works and why it's such a big deal. Imagine having a coding buddy who always knows the right syntax and can even anticipate what you might need next. That's essentially what Copilot is designed to do. I remember when I first started programming and how daunting it felt to stare at a blank screen and try to remember all the functions and their parameters. Well, Copilot changes that dynamic. It learns from the code in public repositories, which means it's trained on a vast dataset and can offer suggestions tailored not just to you, but also based on what's out there in the coding community. Now, here's something interesting. Copilot isn't just spitting out code. It's also learning from contextual clues in your code, which allows it to provide smarter and more relevant suggestions. This can really speed up the development process. Just think about it. No more endless Google searches for syntax. Instead, you have immediate suggestions popping up right in your IDE. That's a game changer. You might be wondering, though, how does it handle more complex tasks? Well, that's where it gets really intriguing. Take, for example, your typical debugging session. Copilot can help suggest fixes based on common patterns it recognizes. And even if it doesn't get everything right, it can still serve as a launching pad for brainstorming solutions. It's like having a brainstorming session with a very knowledgeable yet non-judgmental friend. But of course, no tool is without its challenges. With great power comes great responsibility. There's been a lot of discussions around the quality of the code generated. Is it always efficient? Will it lead to a reliance on AI, diminishing our critical thinking as developers? These are pivotal questions we need to explore as we embrace this technology. I'm curious, what's your take on that? Do you think relying on AI tools like Copilot could hinder your growth as a coder or enhance it? It's definitely a balancing act, isn't it? And before we wrap up, let's not forget the broader implications for open source and collaboration. GitHub has always been about community, and Copilot fuels that by enabling developers to share snippets and ideas more efficiently. Imagine the potential for innovation when developers can build on each other's work seamlessly, thanks to tools like Copilot. So let's summarize what we've discussed. GitHub Copilot represents an exciting shift in the coding landscape, making it easier and faster to write code while also challenging developers to think critically about their skills and processes. It's a tool that has the potential to enhance productivity and collaboration, but like any tool, it needs to be wielded wisely. Thank you for joining me today. What a topic to unpack. If you have thoughts or questions on AI and coding, feel free to reach out. Until next time, keep coding, keep innovating, and remember, the future is just a suggestion away.